Welcome back to my channel. You're joining me today in the sunny tropical metropolis of Singapore. I'm amazed at how much I stuffed my face during my stay here, and the videos of my foodie adventure is found in the description below. It is time for me to move on to my next destination on this holiday. So let's get going.
And that's right guys, I'm coming to you from the sunny island of Singapore, and we are in this shopping mall called the Golden Mile Complex. This is where a lot of coaches between Singapore and Malaysia depart from, and today I'll be trying one of their luxury coaches. This is my first time doing it, so I really don't know what to expect. There are many ways to travel between Singapore and Kuala Lumpur. Of course, most people will fly, and flights between these two cities, the traffic volume is so high. It is one of the highest, it's one of the busiest air routes in the world. And then there's also the train. Surprisingly, there are no direct trains between Singapore and Kuala Lumpur. Go figure. I tried to look online and none of the trains are connecting. They're all on separate tickets and they all depart after 11 p.m. and I was like, nah, not gonna happen for me. So next best thing was the bus. And yeah, I think this is gonna be a pretty unique experience for those of you who have not done it before. And I aim to show you what the experience is like, so come along with me. Let's do this.
I was booked on the 9:30 service, so with 1 minute to go, our bus slowly pulled in a commanding fashion. Out of the way, bitches, because this service is named First Class Solitaire Suites, operated by Transtar Travel. What a mouthful. This 6-syllable bus service surely looked the part, don't you think? It was time to suck in our tummy, puff up our chests, and make sure you're not wearing open-toe footwear. I'm kidding. There was no drag queen door bitch at the entrance to fashion police you, but this surely felt very proper. After storing your bags in the cargo hold, let's explore this bus. There are 4 seats on the lower deck. However, most of us are seated on the upper deck, so let's head up there now. My seat is the first one in the front, which means I get a commanding view of everything ahead. Configuration up here is in a 1x1, so it is space galore for everyone. Right at the back of the upper deck, you'll find 3 more seats placed together. Perfect if you're traveling in a group. This seat has charging ports beneath and up here, together with massage function and seat adjustment controls. There are nooks to store odds and ends, and this is the piece de resistance, an actual bloody TV. I'll show you the contents as we progress on this journey. A tray table folds out from the side, and this will be useful for our meal service later on. The bus was only about half filled, so in no time we were on our way. The total distance from Golden Mile Complex to our drop-off point in Berjaya Times Square in Kuala Lumpur is about 370 kilometers. The journey normally takes just over 4 hours to complete. But other factors came into play today, so we would get stuck at the Singapore border crossing and run into some serious traffic jams along the highway after Malacca. Oh well. I can think of far worse places to be trapped in. As far as the TV goes, there were heaps of content in there to keep anyone occupied for the journey into Malaysia. The quality was reasonably good, and the TV screen is also very responsive to touch. Just like watching any program on an aeroplane, you are forced to sit through a minute of ads. Admittedly, I didn't watch anything in here because my entertainment is always what's outside the window. Singapore as a country is a tiny island. The mainland is only 50 kilometers from east to west and 27 kilometers from north to south. The total land area is only slightly over 700 square kilometers. Everywhere you look, there's just pure urbanization mayhem taking place. As fun as this visit was, it is time to move on to my next destination in this holiday of mine. We're now approaching the border crossing in Tuas. This facility can handle up to 200,000 vehicles a day, just to give you an idea of the traffic volume between Malaysia and Singapore. This facility was built and completed in 1998 to complement the original crossing at Woodlands. We are required to disembark and go through immigration, so we only need our passports at this point. Our luggage in the cargo hold remains there as we make our way into the building for clearance.
We're still here. We've been here for 30 minutes already. Apparently 2 passengers on our coach have been detained in immigration. We can't leave because their bags is on the coach. So we don't know where the bags are. Or at least the driver doesn't know which of the bags in the cargo hold belongs to them. Yeah, because this is not like an airline, we don't have baggage tags. Everyone just loads the baggage into the cargo hold at the bottom by themselves. Yeah, so now that they are detained at immigration, we can't remove their bags, so the coach cannot continue the journey. We've been here for 30 minutes already, so I don't know how long more are we gonna be here. They told us another 10 more minutes, and that was 20 minutes ago, and we're still here. Yeah, so we can only wait.
Eventually, the 2 passengers appeared. Turns out they were detained due to a visa issue. Thankfully, it was all sorted, so we can now keep on going. Distance to the next Malaysian Immigration and Customs Complex is about 6 kilometers. But first, we cross this bridge, and from here on, the road signs are now all in Bahasa Melayu, the national language of Malaysia. Once we arrived at the Malaysian side, we had to disembark once again, but this time we had to gather our luggage from the cargo hold and go through immigration and customs formalities. I am now officially stamped into the country of Malaysia. This was done very swiftly, and in no time we were back on board the bus, away from the stifling heat and humidity. The southernmost state of Johor is where majority of our journey will take place. The first stop we make is in the town of Gelang Patah. It is considered to be an outer suburb of the state capital, Johor Bahru. It is here that we pick up our lunch catering and the cabin attendant who would follow us all the way to Kuala Lumpur. We're soon on our way, driving along the modern highways which crisscrosses Malaysia. This is the main north-south arterial highway, which will take us to the border with Thailand if we keep on going. Theoretically speaking, I suppose we can drive to Europe from here on. Before lunch was served, the cabin attendant came by to take our drink orders. We had a choice between coffee, tea, or bottled water. I wasn't sure what to expect beforehand, so I came on this trip pretty well stocked with drinks and snacks. A handful of other passengers ordered the hot bevy, while others chose to doze off. With the bus only half filled, it was an easy shift for our friend today. Lunch is served. Look, I wasn't expecting Matt Moran's braised beef cheeks, so these fried noodles were just nice. It was still warm, and there was a side of pickled green chili, prawn crackers with kitty nuggets and sausages. The fried noodles were extremely well flavored and had a spicy kick to it. So well done you, 6-syllable uppity bus service you. Not much complaints there.
We are stopping in this place called Tangkak for 10 minutes for us to take a toilet break because there are no toilets on the coach. So if you need to pee, just too bad, you just gotta wait. So it's about 1:45 now. So we will stop here for about 10 minutes and maybe grab some snacks. Yeah, but first I need to pee. So to the toilet I go.
Personally, I look forward to this stop in Tangkak because this is where I normally get a serve of delicious putu bambu. It's pandan flavored rice flour filled with palm sugar and steamed in a bamboo tube. Unfortunately, they were sold out. Just another excuse to do this journey again. After leaving Tangkak, we officially enter the state of Malacca. Malacca is unique in Malaysia in a sense that they were colonized by the Portuguese before the arrival of the British. So there is a heavy Portuguese influence in the historical part of Malacca town, which is today one of Malaysia's top tourist destinations. Malacca, together with Penang and Singapore, formed part of the British Strait Settlement, a handful of territorial enclaves deeply rooted in free trade during the British colonial era. In normal times, it only takes slightly over an hour from Malacca to reach the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur. And then this happened. A road accident followed by construction works. This caused traffic to be backed up, and it took us a while to be clear of this traffic jam. As spectacular as the view was from my seat, the air conditioning vents above me struggled to cope with the afternoon heat. So I moved to an empty seat behind me and found it so much cooler here. Mainly because seats along the aisle behind my original seat has these extra vents above to help circulate the cool air. The attendant did say the bus was unusually warm today, so perhaps this was a one-off. Yeah, but my seat up front was just inhospitable at this point. We're now entering the state of Negeri Sembilan. From here, the urbanization leading up to our arrival into Kuala Lumpur becomes increasingly evident. In fact, this urban build-up does not stop and seemingly merges into the following state as we continue our journey towards our destination. It's been one long bus ride, a ride that's far longer than usual. And here we are finally pulling into the Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur, otherwise colloquially known as KL. It was Malaysia's capital city right up till 1999, when the federal government was relocated to Putrajaya. So let's sum up my journey today on Transtar's first-class Solitaire suites. This ride cost me 60 Singapore dollars, and for that it got me a comfortable seat, a meal, snacks, drinks, and a lovely cabin attendant to cater to my needs. That's twice the price of a regular coach service between Singapore and Kuala Lumpur. Would I do it again? Absolutely, if I wasn't in a rush. Because being on the highway, you're at the mercy of traffic conditions, and during peak season like major public holidays, the roads can get pretty crowded, stretching out the journey duration. And the air conditioning. I almost melted into my seat. But I'm inclined to think this was a one-off. Otherwise, I'd pick a seat somewhere else in the cabin, which was fine. Join the conversation in the comments. Let me know if you'd like to do this journey. Or have you done this before? For now, it is time to get off this coach and step into a wet and soggy Kuala Lumpur.
Welcome to Kuala Lumpur in the rain. So that was the luxury bus, but the arrival is not exactly luxurious. We're getting off the bus in the rain, but at least they've dropped us in Berjaya Times Square, so this is right in the middle of Kuala Lumpur city. Yeah, it's a very heavy drizzle here. So I'm gonna go into Berjaya Times Square to get my SIM card sorted, and then I'll have a chat with you again to close off this video. Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. SIM card sorted, and now I'm ready for Kuala Lumpur. Now, we arrived here at 4:30. So the journey has taken us 7 hours because we got caught at the Singapore immigration because the 2 passengers who got detained. And then on the way here, there were some road works. So the journey from once passing Malacca, on the way out of Malacca, was very slow because of roadworks. So that slowed the bus down very significantly. But I mean, importantly, we are here now, and I'm ready for my trip to Kuala Lumpur. So would you get on a luxury long distance bus between Singapore and Kuala Lumpur? Let me know, join the conversations in the comments, and let me know what you think. And don't forget to hit me up on Instagram so you can follow my future travels in real time. And more importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can keep up to date with my content, alright? So until my next video, I'll see you guys around. Take care all of you. Bye!